Praises to Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakah Kodash. Why did I open with that? Praising the Most High, the true name of the Most High. Not Most High in Christ plus, but Yahweh, followed by Yahweh Shai, which is the order. Yahweh is the Father, Yahweh Shai is the Son, and you have the Holy Spirit. You have the three. What's that? 1 John 5 and 7, and we did videos on that. There's a term, I always forget the term, coma. I forget the term. Somebody help me out. But when you go to, matter of fact, you know what? I'm sorry. Anyway, before I go into that, let me go into this. Let me go into this subject. Priest Danyaahlah, the title of this video is Priest Danyaahlah knew that the MOTB is a micro C hip. Okay, he knew it. Okay, you got GMS Rebuke the Tempter 2. Shalom to you. And you put the video up like he's just coming around to it, which you didn't know. But I remember he said, this was years ago, he did a video, music video, rap video. And I don't know if it's still up. Maybe it's on his page. I'm positive it is. But this was many years, many moons ago. It was himself and was it another brother? It was himself and somebody else. And he was on the earth mover, those trucks that dig up the ground. And in the lyrics, he said something about getting off the job or off the slave or whatever. And this video was put up maybe more than 10 years ago. And then he made a statement. He said, "Don't put the chip in the right hand," or something to that effect. If somebody can find that video, I'm positive that Priest Danyaahlah has that video. It's his video. But whether it's on his page or not, I don't know. So years after that, the whole controversy with the MOTB came about, and it was kind of presented to him, and he didn't say yes or no. He kind of, he said, "I'm not going to involve myself in this word fight argument." But he did say, I would venture to say, more than 10 years ago, could be 9 years ago, but I'm positive it was more than 10 years ago, that he actually did like I said, a music video, and he said, don't put the chip in the right hand, and he pointed to his right hand. So he knew it. So now recently, okay, this video's up, put up by, like I said, you see a GMS Rebuke the Tempter 2, Priest Danyaahlah, Lions of Israel, teaches that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, hashtag mark of the beast. So when I saw the video, before I saw the video, the first thing that came to my mind, I said, "Oh, he knew that it was the chip," but he didn't really get into the argument. He didn't dive into the argument. He didn't say, "This is my take." So he was pretty much neutral. So here he finally says it, and excuse me. And one thing I say about Priest Danyaahlah, he does put I use this term, you got to put your scholar cap, you got to take the fitted off and put a scholar cap on. One thing about Priest Danyaahlah is he puts his scholar cap on. When he goes into the scriptures, when he does his videos, he's very scholarly when he does his videos. And I'm pretty sure Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Rhyme would agree with that, that he'll go into scriptures and he'll give you he might go into I don't know, Daniel chapter 7 or whatever, and, about the beast, and then he would go into the history, give you a little extra history. He'll mention the first king, the you know what I'm saying? So he's one that puts a scholar cap on, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember seeing him doing this. I'm pretty sure he goes to the blue letter. If he doesn't go to the blue, I'm positive he goes to the blue letter, but he also goes to the concordance, and he goes to other books, which he got that from coming under the teachers at One West. See, Ariyah and Yeshaya, Ariyah, Gazak, all of them, but mainly Ariyah, Yeshaya, and Gazak, they'll give you a scripture, and they'll give you books. They'll give you this document, that document. So they thinking with a scholarly mind, not an emotional mind. We're not in church. So there's a video that I came across live. It was Fix Your Face Fridays. You had Kanai. You had next to him you had what's his name? Abayel, which I remember he used to be Danyaahlah. Remember when they all changed their names? Even Priest Danyaahlah, Priest Lawyer, they were going into how they sold out. He said they got with a group called Manaluka, and I met one of the guys from Manaluka, a big, tall black dude, dark skinned dude, tall. He had to be about 6'3", 6'3", I would say. Big guy. He would always come to the school with a suit on, and he would make presentations about how to make money. If you do this, you put this thing together, it'll make you money. His thing was to make money. And I even talked to the guy when I was new in the truth, and he'd be in front of the school like 4 o'clock. School wouldn't open until about 7 o'clock. And he just talked to me, and he's asking me, and I was a young guy, what about Lahab? Do you know where he lives? He's asked. So I said, this guy's a spy, man. But I don't know if he's the same guy that I don't remember if he was Manaluka. But I think they said we're Manaluka. So Priest Bun Lawyer and Priest Danyaahlah said that they were there. They saw the guy. They saw that they were getting sold. They were selling out. They said, well, you're gonna get a lot of money, but you got to change the name of the Most High and the Son's name, and you got to change your names. So around that time, prior to, I believe it was 2010, I remember Danyaahlah, he had a YouTube page, Danyaahlah, and then all of a sudden, I believe it was after the 2010, could be wrong, or thereabouts, he had took that, I don't know if he took the page down or he changed it up a little, whatever, and he put a new page up called Abayel. Instead of the Allah, it's L. So I said, oh, that's strange. And then I remember Nate, he was saying the names of the Most High and the names of the Son. He did a class on it, and there was even on his website. He said these are the names of the Most High, and then he put in I don't know if he put in Yahweh name first, then he put Yahweh, then he put another name, and then for the Lord's name, I don't even think he put Yahweh Shai first. I think he put Yahshua, and maybe Joshua. Then he put Yahweh Shai, if I remember. But I'm almost positive he didn't put Yahweh Shai's name first. But he called that particular lesson the true names of the Most High. I said, well, wait a minute. So we said we were noticing things. Then all of a sudden, this guy started, bigging up. People started joining. His graphics got better. They were all wearing the same, And I was like, I said, wait a minute. And I remember, and I said it last night on the live that we did, I remember Kanai, Danyaahlah, Shakya, and Yahweh Shap. I remember them. Anytime they would be out there on the highways and the byways, they would always, do the opening like we do it. You know, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you know, Yahweh, praising Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They would do it every week, anytime they went out there. Yahweh Sop, Kanai, Abiel, whatever his name, Abiel, and Shaka. When Shaka left, over the D pick, that this guy Nate, this is what he said, that Nate sent him a picture of somebody's pinga, you know, somebody's carrot. So the first thing he did when he broke off, he opened up his first class that he did. He was a strong tower. The first thing he did was he praised the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Then he explained why he started using Jesus or Yeshua, whatever. He said because they had a meeting and they were not to use the word. We're going to agree not to use the word Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Right then I would have said, I'm out of here. I'm out this bitch. Or I would have said, well, what happened? And in my mind, my spidey sense would have kicked off, and I would have said, yo, these guys sold out. You know? And so Shakya, he explained it. He said the leadership called a meeting, and he said we're going to agree not to use the word. So everybody, oh, okay, okay, no big deal. You know? So you put all these pieces of the puzzle together, and you put all the pieces together, and what do you see? You know, sellouts, man. You know? Meddle not with them. The scriptures say that meddle not with them that are given the change. And why did they change all of a sudden? So we used to go back and forth with the IUIC about one of the subjects is about the mark. And this is when Priest Danyaahlah really didn't take a stand. When we would ask him, he wouldn't really take a stand. He'd be more neutral. But he did say that don't take the chip in the right hand. He did say that in the music video that he made. He's coming out of that earth mover. So, you know, GMS rebuked the tempter, probably said, oh, he finally woke up. No, he been new. He just didn't take a strong stance. He could have said, well, you know what, GMS, I'm going to set the record straight. GMS is 100% right. I see why they say that they got 100% truth. They right on the chip. Now, I was watching, and this is not a controversy. This is not it's a controversy. We don't know what it is. No, we know what the fuck it is. We know what it is. You don't know what it is. So that's not you making it a controversy. All right? And what else was I going to say? Oh, I was watching last night, what is this? Out of the Dallas camp. You know, Yashawamba did a video. I watched some of it. And it was centered around Bow, or the Believers of the Way, which they broke off from True Nation. From what I understand, I believe True Nation was under a former One West camp. They were connected to the One West. So it's all True Nation, BOW. They're all stemmed from, you know, grandchildren or whatever of the One Westers. All right. Which GMS, ICPK, IUIC, and all that, even Priest Danyaahlah, we all go back to the original school. So I'm listening to Elder Yashawamba, and then I'm listening to these guys, and they're saying pretty much, it's sin, it's this. And I said, well, and I even put a comment in. I said, these guys, I forget what I put in. I said, I think I said, these dudes are making it up as they go along. Now I'm gonna say this before I play this video, that if every former One Wester, ISUPK, IUIC, HODC, GMS, any of them camps, Priest Danyaahlah, Priest One Lawyer, any of the former original members that all these other camps came from. Either they joined the camp, broke off, or they just made up their own thing, but it's their pattern is based upon the One West teachers, all right? Like when the ADL or whatever talk about the Southern Poverty Law Center, they'll mention these Black Hebrew Israelites, which Nate calls us Black Hebrew Israelites. That's a government. That another reason why we believe that they sold out. They call these guys are the black. We ain't Black Hebrew. We're Israelites. They're Black Hebrew Israelites. Well, where do you get that term from? That's a government term, man. Like the Muslims in America, they didn't call them Muslim. They call them Black Muslims. That's a government term, which lead me to believe that you guys did a backdoor deal, you know, with some nefarious organization. So the truth is coming out. So, like I say this again. I was about to say it. That if every original One West group that broke off, One Westers, if they all said the MOTB is a micro C hip, guess what? All these other camps will teach the same thing, because they're either following GMS or ISUPK or IUIC, or they're getting I like the way GMS broke it down, so I'm gonna put that in my suitcase or whatever. Oh, I like the ISUPK. No, I like what they said this. Now I'm gonna go. So they got some of GMS doctrine. Let's call it doctrine. Some of IUIC, some of this, some of that, and they kind of put together. So when you put all those things together, what do you get? A mess of confusion. A mess of confusion. The believers of the way, none of them guys are the elect. None of them guys are the elect. Okay? And anybody right now, September 8, 2024, hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And we in Jacob's trouble. We in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. It's going to get worse out here. You look, Venezuelan, first thing when they knocking on the doors and kicking people out their houses, what precept, first precept coming to my mind was Second Ezra chapter 15 and 16. Because that's what's happening. And now we're knowing why it's happening, because the government, the mind control is making this shit happen. They're making this shit happen. And you dumbass, boneheaded Americans, you don't know what the fuck's going on. If anybody vote for Kamala, you got to be a complete fucking idiot. You got to be vote for Satan. If Satan was running against Kamala, I'd vote for Satan. Satan himself. Let the devil be the president. So anyway, any of these camps that came after the One West camps or splinter camps, any of them teaching that the MOTB is sin or whatever, sin in all its forms, you're not of the elect. Remember the great sifting in what is it? Amos 9. So let's listen. This is only 5 minutes long. Oh, and I guarantee you, and I said this early in this video, the beginning of this video, I said Priest Danyaahlah puts on, when he does things, he puts on his scholar cap. He damn sure puts on his scholar cap. And I'm pretty goddamn sure he goes into the blue letter and looks up certain words, which back in the day we used to have the concordance, the strong concordance. But you got certain guys, the blue, like Abiel, the blue letter. Negro, if you went into the blue letter and not blindly, followed Nate, you would see that the MOTB is a physical thing. But you guys don't want to. Hey, they want to make a doctrine out of the Hebrew. They want to make a doctrine. Y'all niggas want to make a doctrine out of money. So they're getting revealed, man. Hey, I was watching. Let me see something. I was watching. There was a video put up. IUIC Brooklyn. It was only 3 guys out there plus the cameraman, 4 guys. I don't recognize none of them guys. If you go back 10, 12 years ago, you had a big Brooklyn IUIC camp. I don't see none of them faces. Them old. I don't see none of them. Y'all used to be out there sometimes, and they would be out there. These guys are new cats. So that, IUIC is a revolving door too. Guys come in because they're not of the elect. They're not of the elect. That's why they fell out. So let me just let this play. Matter of fact, I'm gonna mute this.
Now we're about to go down one of the biggest rabbit holes in the Israelite community. One of the biggest arguments in the Israelite community. Everybody knows what it is. This is one of the scriptures right here. This is Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save, except he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is one of the biggest arguments in the Israelite community. Am I right or wrong? You guys.
And if you apply the blue letter to Revelation 13, 16, 17, you would see it perfectly. You would see it crystal clear, as Ariel would say, crystal clear. But you don't do that because you guys don't put scholar caps on. You put baseball caps on.
I see brothers arguing about this all the time. But before we get to the argument, first of all, we have to understand vocabulary. Again, vocabulary means everything. Sometimes I say to myself, I think brothers and sisters skip vocabulary class altogether, because there's all types of literary devices and different things in the Bible that I don't think people recognize. I need for everybody to understand the difference between these 2 words. The main difference between the word esoteric and exoteric. Some of you guys never heard of either or.
Let me just say this, esoteric. You have the Illuminati, Rothschilds and so forth, the evil plot. It's esoteric, meaning it's hidden. So people that bring, the reason why we know about this, the super elite behind the scenes, the diabolical plan that they have for the world, is because certain guys that were part of the elite, insiders, privy to all the information, they became disenchanted or whatever the case may be, and they spilled the beans. That's why some of these guys that say it, they wound up getting put to death. Aaron Russo, I always speak about that. Even Impossible Bar always speak about that. Aaron Russo, he said that he met with Nick Rockefeller, one of the Rockefellers, and they became good friends. And this is before the 9/11 happened. And he explained to him, we're going to knock the towers down and we're going to chip everybody. And one of the last videos that interviews that he did with Alex Jones, he did some others. I forget the year that he died. It might have been 2007 or whatever. But I believe he did the interview with Alex Jones. Could have been like early 2000s. But he did say that he was suffering from terminal cancer and eventually he died. Now, we don't know if they made it happen, slipped something in his drink or whatever. We don't know what happened. But he was an insider. So he was privy to esoteric knowledge. Then you got exoteric, and Priest Danyaahlah is going to explain it. Exoteric, exo meaning outside, outside of something, meaning it's open to the public. A guy gets disenchanted about the illuminated ones, and John Todd. he brought it out to the people. All right? So let's go.
What is that? Well, it's accessibility and prevalence of knowledge practices. So first of all, let's read esoteric, the definition of esoteric. Esoteric is private, obscure, exclusive knowledge that is difficult to understand. I'll just leave it there. I'm going to read the whole thing. That's esoteric. And exoteric means knowledge that is widespread and accessible and shared among the general public. What I need for you, brothers and sisters, to understand is this scripture right here, Revelations 13, 16 and 17, has esoteric understanding and exoteric, meaning information that's being spread that everybody's aware of and everybody has seen. So you have esoteric, obscure understanding of certain, and you have exoteric, meaning widespread, accessible, and shared knowledge about general among the general public. I'm going to tell you guys that there is both an exoteric and an esoteric understanding of Revelations 13 and 16. I don't know why Israelites argue about it. There's literally thousands of videos online showing you that the white man is experimenting with putting chips in people, in their hands and in their brains via Elon Musk with Neuralink. There are.
So that I can understand you questioning it back in 2007, 2010. But now, here it is, we're a few months away from 2025, and you still can't see it? You sold the fuck out. Either you just can't see it because the Most High closed your eyes, which means you're not of the elect, or you know what it is, and you got a bag to act like you don't know, to deceive the people.
Thousands of videos. That is called exoteric. It's right there. It's being shared amongst the general public. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok. I don't understand why people try to act like that don't exist. Literally in your hand.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. They took the bag. The receipts that we put out are stacked yay high. We've been putting this out since when we first before we got on YouTube, we were going into the chip. Then you got some of these niggas saying, oh, they got the chip. They got that whole thing from Alex Jones. Even, what's his name? Captain Tazariak. He said that the head high priest of GMS is Alex Jones, High Priest Alex Jones, and he laughed. You gonna pay for that money? Now I'm messing around with you. Just get it. Hey brothers, put a goddamn scholar cap on your head, and go and don't follow Johanna. Johanna don't. I believe Johanna took the bag for obvious reasons. I can get into a whole thing. Johanna took the bag just like Nate took the bag. Now, can I prove it that they had a secret meeting? No. But the way they talked, the way they changed shit up. All right?
And your head, just like Revelation says. Just like it says. But that doesn't mean that there's not also an esoteric meaning and even deeper understanding that goes beyond the exoteric as well. You know, two things can be true at the same time.
Constitutional journey did not stop then, and it must not stop now, Judge. And we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that.
I can reflect that we here, starting from the apostles on down,
Because it started with us. We here at Great Millstone, from the heads on down, we've been pushing this since we got on YouTube about the mark of the beast being the microchip. Now here, it's in America. They're having a big chipping party. So now what are these other camps going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to say now? Being that it's out there in your face. And they still don't understand what's going on. They kind of know it's from the Bible, but then they think it's sci-fi and it's just technology. Yo, man, you people are gone, man. You people are gone.
Okay, I said a few words, but it's this fruitcake right here. Any Jake man is pushing Kamala the president, they a fruitcake. All right. So yeah, I said a couple of things. Let me bring it back, and I didn't unmute myself. You come on back. Okay, so when this was playing,
can a microscopic tag be implanted?
When this was playing, I paused it, and I said this was this statement was made. I'm sorry. Come on now. Okay, that's a younger, much younger Joe Biden. This was in 2005. Confirmation for Chief Justice Roberts. Right here. So you heard it, you know. That would, and if you were in the know, if your eyes were open, you would know that that was he was talking about the fulfillment of Revelation chapter 13, 16. And they know that Revelation 13 and 16 and 17 is going to be fulfilled through them, through the beast. So anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next shalom. And shalom to you, Priest Danyaahlah. You need to be out. You need to do more videos, brother. You got all this. You one of the veterans, man. You know, no excuse, Hawk. You know, Priest Danyaahlah, you need to do more videos. You need to be busting them videos out, bro. You know, this coming in this truth is like getting with a woman. How many of you brothers out there, you meet a woman, a woman that you've been trying to get and you finally get her, you got a certain look the look that I like. Comment. She got the look that, something to that effect. The look that I like or something to that effect. When you deal with that woman and you know, it might take 2 weeks, maybe a month. You don't want to get it too fast. But when you finally get it, you want to keep getting it. Inside joke. You want to keep getting it. You want to, you know, it's like the song says, do it till you're satisfied. And you ain't never going to be satisfied. You know, all of y'all that dealt with women know that. When you start getting it, you want to keep getting it. You want to get it every day. 2-3 times a day. You know, because well, guess what? That's how you're supposed to approach the scriptures. If you don't do it and she likes getting it, and you ain't giving it to her, she gonna look for another dude. All right. So it's the same thing with the truth. Song of Solomon was about what? First of all, Song of Solomon, it was a songs that Solomon sung, just like his father David. He got it from his father. David was a song. He played the instrument and sung songs. And Solomon did the same thing. And Solomon was not singing songs unto his wife, which Priest Danyaahlah said. And I believe, Captain Desire, no, it was just Solomon singing songs to his wife. No, it was not Solomon singing songs to his wife. Those were prophetic words to live by and prophetic information, but in the form of songs. And they say that, well, that was the Shula, the black. I'm black, I'm black, but calmly, oh, ye daughters. That wasn't the Shulamite woman. That was Solomon. Read the first couple of verses. the songs that are Solomon. Now they say the Shulamite woman, because the scholars are not spiritual. They say the Shulamite woman. No, it was Solomon singing the part of what they call the Shulamite, which never existed. He would sing lyrics. If he was singing to wisdom, he was a man. He was enticing wisdom to get more wisdom, which is when you try to get with a woman, you try to get the fresh nectar, right? So Solomon was trying to get the fresh nectar, but by way of wisdom, right? And then when he was talking to the Most High, he became the woman talking to the father, which was like his husband, because Israel is like a beautiful, calmly beautiful woman. Jeremiah 6. So he was changing up. Then he said, "My sister, my wife," or I will take you into my house and give you spiced wine. That didn't mean he took a brother. Brother, come to the crib. I got some wine. The wine was a knowledge. Man, there's a whole lot to that. That's why brothers say, "Oh, it's just this song's that Solomon was singing to us." No, it was not. It was inside. It was esoteric knowledge, because it's not for everybody. Let me do this. Songs. I just put in songs. Come on, man. Okay, the young Shulamite bride at Jerusalem's daughter. The young Shulamite bride was Solomon. Then he became a man, because it says the Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. So everything that's said here, second verse on down, is all Solomon. Give you an example. What was that? That Biggie Smalls, Notorious Big. What was that called? A warning? Who the F is this waking me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn? And if you listen to that song, the voice changes. He's talking to somebody, but it's him. He's asking questions, and then somebody's telling him they want to put a knife through your windpipe slow. That was him saying it with a different voice, showing you that we're the Israelites. And the voice sounded, when he was talking to the other guy, the guy was responding back to him, it was him. So he was playing two roles. And then he played the roles, I don't know if he did that or other guy at the end. "Oh, there's a red dot on me. Oh, shit." I don't know if it's his voice or another, but when he was talking to the dude concerning the barbershop and they want to put a knife in your windpipe slow, he was talking, and the guy was replying to him, but it was him. It was both times it was Biggie Smalls. So the same thing with a Song of Solomon. Solomon was singing. Okay, I'm singing the woman part, right? You ever talk about your woman? You mix, and I did this many times, and my woman did this to me. They'll talk in my voice. He said, "You always say, yo, let's go over here." Or you, "Yeah, well, that's what you always say." That doesn't mean I'm a mo. So now if you go to the Bible Hub, as Nate would call it, the reason why you go to the Bible Hub and commentary, because he's been watching me, okay? Anyway, they'll say, "Oh, it's an actual Shulamite woman," because they're Edomites. They don't have this true knowledge, man. You go to the Bible Hub, the commentary, and you go into Daniel, and I said this before, Daniel 7, Daniel 2. They'll tell you that Daniel 7, the first beast is the Medo-Persian. The Babylonians, which came out of the Assyrians. Assyrians that rose up on his feet became the Babylonians. So the Babylonians are Assyrians, not Cushites. Persian and Medes, they'll tell you. The Persian and Medes, they'll even give you names. Then they'll say that's Alexander the Greek. Then they'll say that's the Roman Empire. Then when you go to Revelation, it's dealing with the same beast, the multi-faceted beast with different heads and horns and all that. They'll say, oh, it's a Roman Catholic Church, or it's an anti. No. When it speaks about the beast in Daniel 12:7, and it speaks about the beast in Revelation, throughout the book of Revelation, it's talking about the same beast. And there's some of them that do say that that's America. That's the NATO and the EU. So they don't know. Now they may know about that, the beast being what it is, but they're set up not to teach it. So they're not. The scholars not gonna get it right. Okay, so let me see something. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me do this. See, this is a spiritual book. You can't just read the book and get the understanding. That's what the Holy Spirit was all about. The Comforter was the Spirit coming with the book. Look, Vocab Malone could read the book till he's blue in the face, but he's never going to get it because the Comforter is not supping with him, because he's an Edomite till he proves otherwise. Okay, so let me just read. I'm going to close. The lovers speak. Well, wait a minute. That was Solomon. You would have to say that Solomon is a bundle of sticks. Oh, that thou wert my brother. This is Solomon speaking. Go to Solomon 1:1. The songs that is Solomon. The songs of Solomon. That sucked the breast of my mother. Now we know that's not literal. What's the breast? Oh, that thou my brother. I hope that you come into this truth with me, because you're going to get destroyed, right? When we go out there and teach, it's in the hopes that the brothers, and sisters too, but brothers come in, which if you come into this thing and you stay with this thing, you're one of the elect. So that's all we're looking for. All right? Oh, that thou were as my brother, a fellow guy that comes into this truth, that sucked the breast of my mother. What does it mean, suck the breast of my mother? So you mean Solomon gonna sing a song, and in his lyrics he gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna get a brother, I'm telling him come to my house and suck I'm gonna tell mom, pull out your titty. My man right here that I met on the street, he gonna start sucking on it, man. Yeah, it doesn't mean that. I was surprised at the fact that Captain Zarek made that statement, and I wasn't so surprised. He's still a baby. But I was surprised that Priest Danyaahlah said it. I remember Priest Danyaahlah say it I don't know how many years ago. He said, those are just songs that Solomon was singing. No, it's deeper than that. It says, that sucked the breast of my mother, the breast of thy mother. What should come to mind? Isaiah. What is that? Isaiah 28. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Bear with me for a minute. Well, anyway, Isaiah. Okay, let me see now. Back to the basics. Come on now. I don't want to make this long, but it's getting a little long. Hey, but all props to Priest Danyaahlah. But he said it many, many years ago. He did say, he took a stand. He did say is talking about the chip. He did say that. He said in a music video, don't take the chip in the right hand. He pointed to his right hand in the video. Like I said, he came out of that earth mover. Let me see, Isaiah 28. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Is it knowledge of how to rebuild a transmission? Is it knowledge on how to make a lasagna? No. Is it knowledge on how to do a heart transplant? No. It's knowledge of the scriptures. The scriptures are, is a blessing to us, but it's traps to others. You get trapped up. That's what David said, which the Apostle Paul reiterated what David said concerning when you sit down at the table, that you're going to get trapped up when you try to figure this thing out. Like B-O-W, believe it away. They're just dudes that, oh, wow, let's be Israelites. Wow, this is a great thing. We're Israelites. They're just Israelites, brother, thinking that they're prophets. The scriptures also speak about they shall not wear a rough garment to deceive. They're not prophets. Baal is not, they're not prophets of the Lord. Straight up. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand the doctrine of what? The scriptures. Them that are weaned from the milk. When you're weaned from the milk, you're baby born, you're a certain age, infancy, you're sucking on your mother's breast. Then you grow enough where you don't have to, start getting growing teeth. And then you get the baby formula, then you get the soft food, then you're growing more teeth. Why are you growing teeth? So you can eat meat. Then you start eating little pieces of meat and drawing from the breast. Let's go back to the Song of Solomon. When he said, I wish you were my brother, I'm going to take you to my house and you're going to suck on my mother's titty. The mother is the knowledge, scriptures. The titty that this guy's going to suck on is the scriptures to build him up further. Because he's going to have to teach others. For precept must be, and then Solomon's mother becomes the mother of this guy, this brother that came in. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept. That's how you learn these scriptures. Which vocab says that's Hebrew hopscotch. Well, this right here is Hebrew hopscotch right here. To answer one, and you do it your damn self. Well, if you go to this scripture and you come over here, that's how all people that claim to know the scriptures, they go from this, one part answers another part. Sometimes the answer in the New Testament is found in the Old Testament. So what the hell are you talking about? So now, let's come back over here and get ready to go, close. It says, oh, that thou wert my brother, meaning you were one of the elect that sucked the breast of my mother, that started reading the scriptures and stayed in it, and then you became a teacher. Which, by the way, now this mother becomes your mother, and you want another brother to suck on your mother's titty. I should find thee out in the streets, on the World Wide Web. I would kiss thee. How do you kiss somebody? You kiss them when you tell them the truth. This means that. This means this. That means that. Yeah, I should not be despised, because we're getting despised by a lot of jakes. So, like a video that was put up, Apostle Gabar put up a video, but I believe the first person to put it up was Elder Manatas Akbar, and he had the first 5 minutes was different jakes making mockery of the whole Israel thing. I didn't get mad at it. I said, well, they're not of the elect. That's why they're doing it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them. They're just showing me where they stand. The Most High didn't open up their eyes. Most High didn't tap their third eye. It said, I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who would instruct me. Well, sucking of the titty means instruct me. I will cause thee to drink of spice wine. What is the spice wine? This word. It's also milk. It's also water. It's also wine. It's also oil. It's also bread. It's also meat. Wine of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head. Now, is this Solomon speaking? This sounds like some bundle of sticks stuff here. And his right hand should embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Zion. It's to represent Israel, all of Israel. Sometimes you had the word daughter or daughters. It represents Israel. Sometimes when it says daughter of Jerusalem, it's talking about the woman. Right here, it's talking about Israelites, the elect. That ye stir not up, nor awake my love until he please. Meaning, Paul said this in Romans chapter 13, first 2 verses. Like you got Christians saying, when the chip come out, they're going to say, well, you got to take it because if you're a Christian, because Romans 13, and a lot of people are going to take it. When the C. Ragamuffin came out and the jump shot came out, what were them churches doing? They were pushing that shit. Certain guys in Israel, former One Westers, was pushing it. They said, you got to take it. I charge you, O daughters, I'm not going to mention no names. I charge you, O daughters of Israel, let ye stir not up, nor awake until he please. Meaning you don't go ahead and try to, take this place down like them good old boys down in D.C. in November 6th, 2000. What was that? 2000. It was 2000. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not awake and iron. Please, who is this that cometh up from the wilderness, laying upon his beloved? Let me do this. I believe it's 5. Let me do this. Song. I believe it's 5. This is all about the knowledge. Milk, oat, this is all about the knowledge. Give me a second. It might not be. Nope. Let me do this. Bear with me for a minute. I hadn't gone through this in such a long time, but I know it's in the Song of Solomon. All right, 65 times, okay. Made my life a little bit easier. Okay, here it is. 3. Damn. Thought it was 5, either 5 or 8. Just looking at these other ones. Okay. By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. Before I came to the truth, I was actually looking for the truth. I had just broke up with this chick, and I said, I'm not going to deal with no woman until I find the truth. I was walking, matter of fact, I was walking through the city looking for truth. And I already knew, and I knew about Mo and, Ariana and them. I remember when it was before Yeshua. I remember when the only guys that was out there was Mashar. He was a lot younger. Had to be in his 50s. He said Mashar, Ariyah, Lahab, and Mashar's son, Shaddai. Those are the only, and I remember Mo, I was maybe 14, and he said, you got to keep them commandments, which is in the scriptures. And then I remember saying, with my stupid ass, I said, I got to start going back to church. Because I didn't know. And then through the years, I would see them out there. Then Yeshaya came on the scene, Shaw. But I remember before Yeshaya was it, I'm talking about 70, 74, 75. That's before Shaw, that's before Yeshaya, that's before Gazak. And Yaikwab would be at the school. He was a bishop. Yaikwab, the bishop, he took care of the school. He was always at the school. Matter of fact, they gave me about a year in, they gave me keys. They said, here's the keys to the school. And I used to sleep in the school. How many of you guys can say that you slept in the temple? I will raise now and go about the city in the streets and in the broad ways. I will seek him whom my soul loveth, which is the truth. I sought him, but I found him not. So you keep searching for the truth. The watchman, who's a watchman? Who's a watchman? The brothers out there on the highways and the byways, the brothers that's doing these videos. That's why I said to Priest Danyaahlah, have the discipline, brother, to do videos every day. If not every day, every other day. You got to start doing, if you're of the elect, which I believe you are, you got to get in gear. We at the end, we in the home stretch, brother. You need to be doing videos every day. Now you can say, well, who Tahar think he is telling me what to do? I'm telling you what to do through the authority of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So start doing videos more consistently, brother. No, don't give me no leg day videos, all right? Today is leg day. We're gonna fuck a leg day. Hey, do the video that you just did, that I just put up, do videos like that. The watchmen, which are the teachers that go out about the city, found me, to whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth. Saw ye him whom my soul loveth goes back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go, meaning the truth, until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived me. That goes, you know, that also goes into mother and sucking the titty and all that. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, right? I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, which represents all of Israel, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up nor awake my love till he be pleased. Don't push this thing. Oh, we're gonna take this. We're gonna be the new. And like you had these guys was out in Oakland, IUIC, and they were linking themselves up with the Black. Not they were marching with the Black Panthers, but they were saying, just like the Black Panthers did this, we're taking the gauntlet. Well, now you link yourself up with the Black Panthers. And then getting with them, the NOI, you're linking yourself up with the NOI, which can link you up to Arab terrorists. Solomon's wedding day. I mean, this book, this is a spiritual book. That's why a lot of people don't get into it. Like Job. Job, there's a number of prophecies and sayings in the book of Job. So anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next. Excuse me.